Hey there, this is Teresa, and let's talk abundance. And today I want to remind you, or perhaps tell you for the first time, of one of the most important things you need to know when it comes to accessing abundance in your life. And that is that abundance isn't something off in the future. It's not something that you achieve or something that you experience when this or this or this or this or this happens. Abundance is an experience. It's an experience in the moment. In this moment, as I am luxuriating here in my favorite sweatpants, curled up on my bed with my super soft, supportive pillows behind me, this is a moment of well-being and peace and ease and joy and abundance for me. When I take a breath and breathe in that oxygen that gives me life, and I exhale and release the carbon dioxide that gives plants and the things around me life, that is a moment of abundance. And it's important that we learn how to be present to each moment and experience abundance in each moment, because that experience of abundance empowers us to take actions and make choices in each moment that continue to create abundance in the world around us, that keep us in the flow and connected with the flow of abundance in our lives. Now, a couple of days ago here in our country, we had an election, and some people are absolutely thrilled with the results, and many people are not. Many are feeling nervous and scared and worried about what's going to happen. And what I want you to notice is that when you feel that fear and that worry and that anxiety and maybe that tension and that pressure and that overwhelm, or that wanting to contract, or that defeatism, well, first of all, that's not an experience of abundance. And the reason that you are experiencing those things in this moment is because you left this moment. You went racing off in your mind into the future, thinking this is going to happen and this is going to happen, or what if this happens, or what if this doesn't happen? And in leaving this moment, you created for yourself an experience of unnecessary scarcity in this moment. Because here's the thing, I can go off thinking about those things and worrying about those things and wondering about those things. And then suddenly in this moment, when I'm curled up on my bed in my favorite sweatpants with these comfy pillows at my back, suddenly I'm not experiencing well-being and ease and peace and joy. I feel powerless. It's not because the abundance isn't available to me. The oxygen is still available to me. I just need to inhale and exhale. But it's because in my mind, I left this moment. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and what will I do if this happens. And that's what changes this moment from one of abundance to one of unnecessary scarcity. Unnecessary scarcity. I mean, think about it. As you're breathing right now, and that life force, that oxygen that you need that gives you life is flowing through you, and you're releasing the carbon dioxide that gives life to everything else. Talk about a flow of abundance. I mean, do you think, well, what if at 2:00 this afternoon there's no more oxygen available? Or what will happen if somehow I forget to breathe when at 2:30 this afternoon? And what if everybody else breathes up all the oxygen and there won't be enough for me? You don't go there, do you? At least I don't. But let's put it this way, just in going there in my imagination for this video, I started to feel this racing and this tension and this tightness and this fear. I stopped feeling and experiencing abundance in this moment. And is it because probably at 2:30 this afternoon, the oxygen that I need isn't going to be available to me? No. It's because I left this moment and went racing off to another moment in my mind in a way that created unnecessary fear and anxiety and worry and tension and pressure. Unnecessary scarcity. Abundance is an experience that we experience in each moment. And yes, sometimes it's like lying on our bed and lounging in the comfort and ease of that. But the abundance of this moment includes, what actions can I take in this moment? What actions are there for me to take in this moment that will support me to continue to experience abundance? I don't have to go worried off in the future about whether I will or not. Part of my abundance in this moment are the opportunities, the actions, the resources, the gifts, the connections, the ideas that I have in this moment that I can use in this moment that keep me flowing in abundance, that keep me generating abundance. And it's important that I take those actions as best I can while still experiencing abundance. Inhaling, exhaling. Things don't always go the way we want, and bad things do happen, and we have learning curves that we go through, and we make mistakes, and we do things we regret. And yet, have you ever noticed that how even some of the worst times in your life, some of the most painful things or the biggest mistakes over time somehow came back to you and something good came from them? I firmly believe that God or universe or spirit doesn't waste anything, but it manages to recycle everything over time in some ways we may never see for good. Because we live in an abundant, loving universe. We are surrounded by oxygen. We are filled with oxygen. To experience that abundance and to keep that flow continuing, one moment at a time, focusing on what there is for me to do in this moment, enjoying this moment, being grateful for this moment, focusing on that which empowers us in this moment, is how we continue to live in and create and expand abundance in the world. One breath at a time, inhaling, exhaling. One moment at a time. One action at a time. Trusting in the abundance that is life. So this is Teresa. And yes, we're talking abundance here. But again, it's not just about talking it. It's about living it. So go out and live this. Live your life. Breathe and take action, knowing we live in a world of abundance, and all will be used for abundance when we remember to breathe in and out. One moment, one breath, one action, and one grateful heart at a time.